Hey guys, welcome to this incredible 387 square foot, 2-story tiny house with sweeping views of the hill country, and I cannot wait to give you a tour inside and around this tiny house. So, let's go check it out. Hey guys, welcome to the Tower Tiny House out here at Skybox Cabins. If you've been watching my videos for some time now, then you probably already noticed that I've already been out here. So the first couple times I shot the Hive A-frame cabin, that beautiful treehouse overlooking the hill country. And then the second time I came and shot the birdhouse tiny house. But this time I'm gonna be giving you a tour of this 2-story, 387 square foot tiny house called La Tour, or the Tower. So let's go check it out. All right guys, so welcome to the inside of the La Tour, or the Tower tiny house. When you walk in, the first thing you'll notice is that the interior space is a lot more modern. It's a lot brighter in here. And of course, with these beautiful glass sliding doors, we're getting tons of natural light from this side with the sun setting on this side. And then of course, these windows, full light glass door, really brings light from every direction, keeping this space really bright, really comfortable throughout the day. So the first thing we'll walk you through, I want to talk to you about the footprint of the tiny house, because everyone always asks me, what are the dimensions, what are the sizes, is this even a tiny house? So it definitely is a tiny house. It's 387 square feet. On the bottom, we have a footprint of about 211 square feet, with the dimensions being just about 15 feet by 14 feet. I'll give you the exact dimensions right here. The second floor, which I'll show you in a second, we're kind of just removing the square footage that would be the stairs. So it's a little bit smaller up there, but still very comfortable. So let's show you around this bottom floor of the Tower tiny house. So you're gonna walk through this full light glass door on this side of the house. The first thing you'll see when you walk in is this beautiful modern kitchen. It's very simple, but I've been staying here for 2 days. Haven't felt like I really needed a whole lot more. Of course, this place is for rent on Airbnb. It is a short-term rental. So of course, it's not going to be set up for full-time use, but I still think it's very comfortable and has everything that you need. We have a fairly large stainless steel sink on the left-hand side. We have a reverse osmosis system so you can have some fresh drinking water while you're out here. We have a little bit of cabinet space underneath, housing all of the plates, bowls, mugs, pots, pans. So you probably already noticed that we don't have a built-in stovetop range oven, none of that. But we do have a single burner hot plate that you can basically plug in. It's electric. I actually made some really good salmon earlier with some rice. I even made some pasta last night. So we have a Keurig for some coffee and a mini fridge. And that is pretty much it here in the kitchen. Moving on to the dining area, on this side we have this built-in corner table for 2, dedicated space for eating. You can even do some work there if you need to. So we have this sliding glass door that gives you access to that first floor balcony. You can leave it open if you'd like, weather permitting, and give you a little bit of that nice indoor-outdoor flow. I had all my meals out there. I had some coffee in the morning and just really liked spending some time out there enjoying the views of the hill country that you get from this vantage point. Then on this side, we have the cozy living space. We don't have a couch, but we have these 2 single chairs that are about as comfortable as a couch. Best of all is they're actually oriented in a way where you can also enjoy the views from this vantage point, especially if you want to be inside, you want to close that, maybe the bugs are starting to come out later in the day, then you can still enjoy some good views from this spot right here. And then last but not least, on this bottom floor, we have a bit of a unique scenario where the bathroom is split up in 2. So we have the toilet down here. It is basically like the size of a small closet. So the toilet down here, and then the rest of the bathroom, the shower and the vanity are upstairs with the bedroom. So let's take you up there and show you around. All right, so after you make your way up these wooden stairs, it'll bring you up to the second story of the tiny house, which is the sleeping area and the bathroom. And then my favorite part is this second balcony right off this bedroom area over here. So First off, we have this queen size bed with some of the most comfortable bedding that I've ever slept on. On this side over here, we even have this little hanging chair that is really comfortable to sit in. You just have to be careful so you don't slam yourself into the wall by getting on. And then this right here is probably one of the coolest things up here. It's this custom built lighting feature that is very like cool branding for the house. La Tour, which I believe means the tower in French. Though, excuse my pronunciation, I don't speak French at all. But it's really cool. It's like this stainless steel sheet metal with some built-in lighting on the back, giving you this really cool little lighting feature when the sun comes down and it gets a little bit darker in here. And next we're gonna take you around this corner to the shower and the vanity. So as I mentioned earlier, the bathroom is split up into 2 different spaces. So we have the toilet downstairs with a door. And then up here we have the shower and the vanity without a door. So it's a very spacious and beautiful tile shower, and we even have a large vanity with some storage underneath. Last but not least, let's show you this balcony, which is probably my favorite part of this tower tiny house. So past this glass door, directly in front of the bed, we have another identical balcony similar to the one on the first floor. However, being raised even higher, this one gives you a much better view of the 50 acres that you have here. So there even is a trail down there, and you might see some guests walking the trail, though that's probably not as common. I haven't seen anyone since I've been here, and in fact, this is my 3rd time here at Skybox Cabins. I have yet to run into another guest during my stay here, and I know there are people staying here because this place stays fully booked for months in advance. But it's really nice to feel like you have your own private space. Of course, this is a fairly like mid-sized property, so the cabins are spread out. But nonetheless, you know, when you're sitting out here on the balcony, you don't feel like there's hardly anyone around. Not to the point where you should be scared that you're out in the middle of nowhere. So of course the family that runs Skybox Cabins, Evan and Kristen, they live here on the property with their children and their dogs and some of their other farm animals. They're only a couple hundred feet away, but like I said, you still feel like you have seclusion and privacy in your own little tiny house, in your own little cabin. But having access to this balcony with this beautiful sweeping view with nothing but the sounds of nature just feels like a really surreal experience, something that I personally don't get to enjoy as often as I would like to. They really tried hard to give everyone their privacy and seclusion and still be able to share the space with a fair amount of people at a time. So I commend them a lot for that, and I hope to be back hopefully very soon. Right now it is a wonderful, wonderful time of the year to visit, spring, summer, before it gets a little too hot here down here in Texas. But other than that, that is a tour of the La Tour, the tower tiny house out here at Skybox Cabins. All right guys, so that is a tour of the tower tiny house out here at Skybox Cabins. I feel so grateful to have the opportunity to have come back here and been able to enjoy 3 days out here at this beautiful 50-acre property in Glen Rose, Texas. Like I said, we're only a few hours north of Austin. You're pretty close to Waco and Dallas, about an hour away. So if you're in the area, it's definitely a place that you can retreat to during the week or on the weekend. And if you're not in the area, then it's definitely a place that you'd want to consider to make a trip out of and go out of your way to come stay at this amazing property. So I would highly suggest that you guys come check this place out for a weekend retreat, if not to get inspired by this wonderful design and to come and see how Evan and Kristen were able to make this small space really feel large by building upwards and making use of that vertical space. I will leave the Airbnb listings to this place in the description below so that you guys can come check this place out. As always guys, if you enjoyed this video, then I would greatly appreciate it if you let this video a thumbs up down below and considered subscribing to the channel so that we can continue connecting with people that would be interested in these tiny house, treehouse, cabin tours around the world, as well as connect you to other tiny house creators in this space. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weeks, and I will see you in the next one.